Water, a fiery sky, no wind, and a lot of mosquitoes. Hard to believe that this place is literally in the heart of Calgary. Hey kids, welcome back. We are at Glenmore Reservoir in downtown Calgary. This is where Calgary gets its drinking water from. I think we're gonna have a magical sky tonight. I've been walking around the reservoir for a little bit now. We're about an hour away from sunset. We're getting some color in the sky now. We're set up right along shore. I'm gonna use this rock right there as my foreground. Just look at that sky. There's no wind, which is a good thing. That means we're gonna get a great reflection. I'm gonna go vertical with the composition. I'm gonna focus stack this. I'm gonna focus in first on the rock, and then I'm gonna focus in on probably around this area here in the middle, and then finally on the horizon line where the trees are. All right, here we go. We are 1/40th of a second, f8, ISO's 100. Got the cable release on, but I'm not gonna use the cable release because with the 70D here, I can focus in on the rock, take the shot. I can, oh, that's pretty tasty. I can focus in on the log, take the shot, and I can focus in on the horizon and take the shot. The clouds are gonna be moving north to south, and towards the north there's a break in the horizon, and I'm hoping to time that down right. Hopefully we'll get a nice break in the clouds and get some pretty cool stuff. Right now we're getting really great beams of light coming from these clouds right here. I want to show you. I'm going to darken this down, and you can see these really awesome beams of light. So that same composition as before, but I'm just going to redo the shot here. So there's the camera there. Let's pop it and see what we get. 1, 2, 3. I've got the tripod really low today because there's 3 rocks sitting right here. The water is perfectly still right now. I'm going to focus stack this because of the closeness to the camera. I'm getting a little bit of spitting happening right now, but hopefully that won't interfere too badly with it. I've also got the sweep of the shoreline in this photo as well. So the shoreline is sweeping, all leading towards the sunset with the rocks in the foreground. The sweep creates a really nice image. There's lots of contrast in the sky tonight as well. I'm at 1/50th of a second, f8, ISO's 100, 3-shot stacked focus. I'm gonna use the touch screen. Here we go, focusing on the rocks. Then I'm gonna focus in on a log that's a little farther down there. We'll focus in on that. And then finally the horizon. We'll stack those in Photoshop and do a little editing. Oh, the water is just like glass tonight. So while waiting for the sun to set, I decided to turn the camera perpendicular to sunset. Sunset's happening behind me. Normally I like to shoot towards sunset or away from sunset, but this time perpendicular. We get some nice clouds. They're getting some really nice color here. I'm going very minimalistic for my composition. I almost screwed up on the word minimalistic there. Horizon is going to be in the very lower third of the picture. My emphasis is going to be all this gorgeous cloud. So here we go. 80th of a second, f8, ISO's 100, autofocus is on. I've got the image stabilization off, just because I don't want the lens stabilization to cause some shake at all. Focus in, I'm gonna focus in on the horizon, pop the shot. That looks so good right now, with literally nothing in the shot for a main subject, no anchor, nothing, just the clouds and the reflection. The water's almost glass this way. There's a little bit of ripple, but pretty tasty. Downtown Calgary is right there. There's a Heritage Park is right there. It's just an amazing spot. Canadian geese are my neighbors again. I'm telling you, not a bad way to spend an evening. I'm just gonna sit here and wait and enjoy this view. So if I don't get eaten by mosquitoes tonight, it's gonna be a miracle. They are the size of pterodactyls out here tonight. Got it horizontal, let's flip it, let's do a vertical. Again, putting that horizon really, really low to emphasize the sky. So we will flip the ball head, vertical. I might end up using this rock in front of me as a mosquito just bit my ear, ouch. I might use this rock in the foreground and then focus stack like I've been doing all night, but let's see what it looks like in the camera first before we do that. Yes, yep, gonna use it. I'm gonna expose for the rock, take the shot, and then expose for the sky and take the shot, and then I'll blend those together. So brighten up the image on the bottom for the rock. Not too much, not overexpose. Focus. Helps to put the focus on. Focus, pop the shot, and then darken it down for the sky. Get my histogram up so I'm not ruining the exposure. Right like that. Focus there, pop the shot. You wouldn't like it, it's tasty. Pop on the polarizer, change my exposure now. As you can see, it's made it really dark. So let's brighten this up. Let's get my histogram on. Goal right there. Because it's sunset, I'm going to underexpose just a little bit because I want more drama in the sky and I don't want to use a neutral density filter right now. There's a great beam of light that's coming through right there. So I'm going to try to get this by zooming in on it in the composition. Still going vertical with a lot of sky, but I'm just going to try to capture this. I got to put the camera down though to get it. Hold on one second. Bear with me. That beam of light that's happening right now is just so good. I'm going to try to capture it. Change my exposure just a little bit. Focus in on it. Oh boy. That is pretty amazing what's happening right now. And now there's a duck coming through. I'm gonna get the duck in the golden rays of the light right there. It's almost like they wanted to be in the photo, isn't it? So the sun is starting to burst through now. I put the long lens on. I put the 7200 on, not super long. I'm running about 150 mils. F8, 80th of a second, ISO's 100. Underexposed just a little bit. Oh, that's pretty nice. There's some Canadian geese in the foreground. I'm getting them silhouetted. Oh, that sky is just magnificent. I'm gonna go wide now because this is pretty amazing what's happening. Well, you can tell with the golden light that the sun is starting to punch through. Let me spin you around. It's punching through. Those clouds are going to erupt in any second. I'm going with a vertical composition. This is gonna be the hero shot. I put the horizon really down low in my shot, as you can see here. It's really low, bottom third. Emphasis is on these amazing textures. And oh, I just took a picture without even meaning it, but oh my goodness. So I'm gonna crank up my my aperture right now because what I want that sun to be a real big starburst. So by going up to anything higher than F11, that sun becomes a real starburst shape. So I'm going F16. I now have to change my shutter speed because I'm letting in less light. So I have to slow down my shutter speed. We'll get a composition here. I'll let you look at that for a little bit here. And we'll dial it in. Let's do it at 1/8 of a second and see where we're at. Is that not incredible or what? So what I'm gonna do is just sit here, drink it all in and take a bunch of shots. We're rocking 1/8 of a second, f/16, ISO's 100, get a nice good starburst, cable release is on, autofocus is on, stabilization is off. That's awesome. We gotta go horizontal. Go big and epic and wide. I'm gonna put the sun in the left bottom third of the frame, using the rule of thirds for this shot here. And I'm gonna change my exposure a little bit. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. I might not need them. I just ate a mosquito. So here we go. This is what we came for. The sky is starting to light up. Sun's punching through. My camera, if you can tell, is actually tilted. Where's my camera? There's my camera. It's actually tilted up just a little bit. That gives me a higher perspective because I want those clouds to be the emphasis. We don't have exactly crystal clear flat glass water, but pretty darn close. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Let's go vertical and see what we can get in vertical. All right, let's see what we can do here. There is a rock there that I've used earlier tonight, but I'm not going to use him at all. This is all going to be really big sky. Get my focus set. One, 2, 3. I'm telling you, that sky is amazing tonight. Absolutely amazing tonight. So I just about knocked my camera over. One thing that bugs me is there's a log in the water right here. And it's kind of ruining the composition. So what I can do is move over this way, but if I move over this way, I don't like what happens with the sky. So I'm just gonna brush him out in a healing brush in photo editing later, either in Lightroom or in Photoshop. But I don't know if you can tell, the sky is going down behind that cloud and creating a really nice beam of light. So I'm gonna pop the shot. 1/10 of a second, ISO 100, f/16. Oh man, that's exactly what I wanted. Going darker for the image because of the sunset. I want to bring out the colors. And that is coming through so nicely on the camera. I can't wait to edit that. That's going to be a portfolio shot, I think. Look at that sky. Alberta is known for big sky country. I think we know why. Look at that. Epic.
In the end, it turned out to be a great evening, finding a rock for the foreground, zooming in to do a tight silhouetted shot of those clouds and the birds and the trees. And finally, the hero shots that I wanted. Contrast, dramatic skies, fire from sunset, flat water. And for the third time in one video, this is tasty.
Like I always say, get your camera, get outside and play. In the meantime and in between time, stay healthy, stay safe. I'll catch you next time. And as always, guys, hit the subscribe button and smash that like button. Don't forget to ring the bells for notification.